All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy BOJ. It is Saturday, August the 16th, 2025. Today, we are going to talk about our favorite, and I do believe the most important platform in the space today. There's a lot of great things going on out there in the space today. We're in a time where regulation is coming to the United States, and a lot of the things that are coming to the forefront now have to have a certain amount of things put together for it to even be considered working now, because the United States is going to be on top of everything. So we're excited about some of the things that are going on in space. But today we're talking about MoveQuest. All right, MoveQuest, I do believe, is the most life-changing opportunity that there is. Of course, we can all be aspiring to make some money. I think that's very, very important. But when you can have two of the most important things tied together in one platform, I don't think you can go wrong with that. You've got your own physical health, right? Getting out here and getting our steps in. If you're a person that's out there and you're getting 10,000 steps in a day, you are a warrior. You ought to clap it up for yourselves, because you are a person that is living an active lifestyle. All right. And I challenge you out there. If you haven't checked how many steps that you've done for the day, if you got a wearable, if you keep your phone, you guys couldn't even see that. I got an Apple Watch. Anyway, if you got a wearable, if you got a phone that keeps track of your steps, I challenge you today, go to the health apps and check out how many steps that you're averaging a day. All right. Even if you're not in MoveQuest this morning, I challenge you to go do that, because you'll see that you may be not living as active of a lifestyle as you thought you were. And we all want to be able to be here to see the fruits of our labor, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many people that are out here that are having a great life financially, right? Great family life and all that great stuff, but they're not healthy. And who knows how long we have to enjoy that. I want to stay around as long as possible. I want to see my kid grow up. I want to be able to do a lot of things going on in the future. I want to see a lot of Commanders games. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to live a healthy lifestyle. I want to give my best to the clients that we service on the weekends when we do weddings and corporate events. All the events that I hope to be speaking at and all the different things that I want to do in the future. I want to put my best foot forward for that future. And I know being healthy is one of the most important things to doing that. Being wealthy will come because you want it to come. All right. And if you want it to come, you'll will yourself in that direction. You'll continue to want to learn things. You'll continue to want to be around the wealthy people and people with wealthy mindsets. All of that stuff is so important. But your physical ability to get there can be compromised, all right, if we are not taking advantage of the time that we have right now and working on it. It's going to be a little bit of a curve for people. And I'm going to start talking more about the physical changes, because that is what I believe is most important, all right? I do believe that the fiscal part of it all, it'll come. When you have a great idea, when you have it put together the right way, if it makes sense, it makes dollars, right? Of course, this makes sense. This is the number one move to earn platform in the crypto space, in the space at all today. And we don't even have 100,000 members. We don't even have 50,000 members. We barely have 10,000 members. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ground floor of something so amazing, and it's already set the precedent for other future platforms, all right? So this is one thing that I just believe is so important. Now, I want to go to the back office real quick. Before I get started in all this, I want to remind all of you that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor, all right? I am just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking it out in many different platforms and opportunities, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by nobody. Don't give anybody your seed phrases, your keywords, or anything like that to your wallet. Don't click on any crazy phishing links, because they can all put you in jeopardy of being scammed or being hacked. And it's not fun. Ask me how I know. All right, let's jump into the back office of MoveQuest really quick. I want to share some statistics with you guys. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. There are a good amount of people, right? Of course, there's a lot of people in that slot 2 and slot 3. I think those are folks that are just getting started, right? There's a lot of people that are just getting started, just getting acclimated to the MoveQuest system. There's not a lot of people in between, right? But when you get down to this slot 14, slot 15, and slot 16, okay, there's not a lot of people in slot 17, because a lot of them have made the jump and just decided to go on and get their 18 docking slots open. And for that, I commend you all. Now, for those of you that missed the call with Miss Lynette, the founder of this whole thing, she expressed the importance. When we see this 18 doc slot, which is the most we have available right now, when we see this getting closer to 5,000 members that have decided, or 5,000 wallets have decided to open their 18 doc slot, with all those different people submitting every day and all the folks engaged in the ecosystem and getting their steps in and participating in the MoveQuest project, ladies and gentlemen, we could see MoveQuest very quickly go from where it is right now at $5.33 to well over $150. And we'd love to see that, all right? We'd love to see that. She knows the tokenomics like the back of her hand, of course, because she has developed this project. And with the liquidity, and if you guys are on these calls, you'll better understand what she's talking about. Sometimes some of this stuff is over my head. I see this as a buying opportunity. When I see a whole lot of red and I see it going down, knowing it was just at $6, it was just at $7 just last week. No, people decide to sell. That's okay. People are going to sell. They have the ability to sell. That is a good thing. All right. A lot of people want to say that that's a bad thing. People are exercising their ability to actually sell a token. All right. You have the ability to sell this token. Okay. That is a good thing. Now, if you're a person that accumulates tokens and you want to be able to hold on to them, this is a great buying opportunity right now. All right. $5.33, I would say. But if we want to see this thing go from $5 to $100, $150, $200, we got to see some more participation from the community, and we have started to see that. And this is why we've seen it go from $2 to $3 to that $5 that it is right now. Now, people are going to sell, like I said, but I would love to see. This is what I love to see, all right? And I'm leading by example on this because I'm a person that has all 18 docking slots open. I did whatever I could, plus the added benefit of MoveQuest in its year of being around. They're incentivizing and promotion, the promotions that they have for existing members. Man, ladies and gentlemen, even the new folks that are getting in and opening their doc slots are not only being awarded with their doc slots, but they're also getting miners to plug in them. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a huge thing. With the Titan Vanguard promotion going on right now, I want to go to the wallet scanner really quickly so I can see. And this is pretty much the wallet scanner for me, right? It's going to show, it should show up my stats, right? And you can look up any wallet you want, but this is just my wallet. I've got 18 docking slots open. I've got 55 total miners, right? 18 are in the dock, 55 total in the wallet, right? It tells me how much my submission fees are per day. Okay, so $7.43 per day. That is because all of my docked miners are Titans. Okay, what should I say? What's the best way to say this? The most powerful miner that there is in our ecosystem is the Titan. All right. Now, the Bullish Moon token, I've been mining for 17 days. I've mined 17 days out of the last 30. And that submission fee is $4.85. Now, for those of you that understand how MoveQuest works when it adds other projects to it, you have to submit on the MoveQuest portion of it first. You have to mine and submit your proof of physical activity on the MoveQuest. I'm tempted to call it the MoveQuest blockchain, even though it's not. It's on Avalanche, but it's built like a blockchain, right? So you have to submit it there first, and then we can submit on the Bullish Moon. Sometimes I submit on MQT only because I don't have what I need to have in my wallet to do. And that's going to be some of you guys sometimes. You're not always going to have, or you might if you future-proof yourself, but life happens, right? Life gets, the best of us sometimes. Our finances are tied to life. And this is why we're doing stuff like this, ladies and gentlemen. While we're getting ourselves healthy, we're hoping that the fiscal part of this starts to show up as well. So anyway, all that being said, in the promotion right now, for those of us that have been in from the beginning of the promotion, you'll see that we've been awarded 4 Titans and 2 Vanguards. Now, I'll speak for myself. I have been awarded 4 Titans and 2 Vanguards during this promotion, right? So these are miners that I don't have to use right now. I don't have to plug in right now. Of course, I have the most, if I go to my mining dock, all of my mining dock slots are filled with Titans. So I have the most powerful miner that you can have in there right now, all right? I don't have any trailblazers to claim right now. I'm good. So the thing about this is when leasing comes, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I mentioned yesterday that I think I heard on the call very clear, if you don't have all 18 of your docking slots open, you're not going to be one of those people that can participate in the leasing. So I would future-proof myself right now and do whatever I can to get myself the availability to have leasing by opening up all my docking slots. Now, I haven't seen that as an official note just yet, but that is something that I've heard, and I do believe that that's a great idea. Honestly, it incentivizes the community to have something to work towards. If I want to be able to lease my miners to the world, right, another stream of income, I got to put my money where my mouth is a little bit and start opening some of my docking slots. And if I get to 18, then I'll have that opportunity. I think that's great. I think that's another way to gamify this whole situation. And those that want to lease, you have the opportunity. That doesn't mean you're gonna. That doesn't mean you're not gonna be able to mine or be held back from anything in particular. I'm pretty sure you'll still be able to participate in challenges and all the different things that come about, and the promotion that'll come about. We're excited to see what that is for the whole community, and as the marketing campaign really gets cranking and going. Right now, the community is the marketing campaign. I'm a part of the marketing campaign just by doing this video right now today. And I'm excited about it, but there's going to be a bigger push. And we want to be positioned when that happens, because honestly, there is not a network marketing component to MoveQuest per se. This is a community-based project. So I get excited when I hear about other people growing their teams too. I get excited about hearing people having success and sharing this with others, because that's good for all of us. This is not just based on my efforts. This is one of those things that's based on the community's efforts to really get out there and share this with people. And I understand that there's a learning curve. There's a barrier of entry that people aren't talking about necessarily. And that's when we're talking about embracing the world in a global opportunity. The world needs to know how to transact cryptocurrency. They need to know what they're doing with crypto, all right? And that is what I believe Bullish Moon is going to start tackling, all right? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about being able to be a part of Bullish Moon pretty soon. I'm just getting myself together. But right now, the push is really for me to encourage people to get their docking slots open. When you go to the global stats, we want to see this slot 18. We want to see that number increase to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. That's what we want to see. That doesn't mean you have to plug all your docking slots up with Titans and Vanguards and the most expensive miners. They're gifting you Trailblazers. With 18 docking slots open, that's like, I think Trailblazers are 100%, right? So 100% times 18 divided by that, I'm going to say 4. That's 1 Titan, 2 Titans, 3. That's almost, I think that's 4 Titans, close to 4 Titans, at least 4 Titans that you would have almost powering. And it's not necessarily 4 Titans, but I'm doing the math as 4 Trailblazers equals 1 Titan. And if you have 18 docking slots open, that's 1 Titan, 2 Titans, 3 Titans, 4 Titans. All right. And they're missing one here. I think they're missing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're missing the 6th slot on here. All right. So there would be 2 extra slots here. But anyway, that is a percentage that you don't want to miss out on. You want to be mining this token right now. All right. While it's $5, while the price is low, if you can't mine it, buy it, but get started, ladies and gentlemen. This is an opportunity that we have right now to really ramp it up. Okay. I got 70 MQT just sitting here. I can't wait to get closer to 100. I've sold it. I've bought some over time. I've transacted MQT quite a few times. All right. And I think that it is a plus. There's a lot of people that say, well, hold on and do this and do that. Everybody has their own families, their own goals, their own things that they want to achieve. So I never want to discourage anyone from transacting MQT. Understand that if you sell it all, you may not ever get that opportunity to have it at that price again. And if you have to mine it every day, you're going to continue to spend your money on submission fees on a daily basis. So we have to be smart about what we're doing. All right. Another thing I want to mention, the help center. All right. In addition to talking about the health center, all right, the help center, There are meetings all the time. We have a great community, great team. If you're not privy to the meetings, I share a few of them in my Telegram group. If you don't know how to get to my Telegram group, it is in the description below in the MoveQuest section where all the MoveQuest stuff is going on. In the networking section, I cannot see who's on my team and who's not on my team. But if you need information to get started, all you got to do is send me an email. I'll get you the activation codes that you need to be able to go to this get started part, hit that next part, load in your activation code. You want to download the app. All right. It's in the App Store on Apple and in the Google Play Store on your other devices. And it'll let you know when you're done with that setup. If you're having issues with that Help Center has videos. They have a Zoom that people can hop in Monday through Friday. All right. You can set an appointment. They have an official Discord community that people are chatting and talking to each other. They have videos here that'll explain to you, even getting the Phantom Miner, which is something that you may not even use because right now, as you open your docking slots, they're giving you Trailblazers. But in the future and in the past, this video is showing you when you get your Phantom Miner, you have a free miner that you can use for free for 30 days. All right. So it really doesn't cost anything to join and get started. All right. You may have to have a little avalanche in your wallet, and you may have to, you may decide that you want to open up some docking slots with that avalanche or buy MQT to open up the rest of those docking slots past slot. I think it's slot 10. After that, you get to use MQT. But anyway, all the information that you need, even down to MoveQuest in 75 seconds. All right. This is a great video to share with people that don't know what MoveQuest is. If you don't have anyone to share it with, it's time to start networking, or it's time to start getting your steps in and doing the work and working out. You're going to find people that you can share this to as you start to change your life. People ask me all the time, hey, Gerald, how did you lose the weight? So now that it's been some time that I've had this weight off, now they're asking me, how do I keep it off? And you know what I can tell them? I go on walks. I go on runs. I mean, after what I'm done with this video right now, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to get a couple miles in a day. All right. I suggest everybody go and get some steps in today because it's going to help you improve your quality of life. But then on the other side of that, you want to learn the learning curve stuff that's going to enable you to be a part of these different projects. And there's going to be a lot of great projects that come out. All right. You don't want to miss out on the opportunities that you have, even if you don't get involved with the projects. If you are in the United States or any one of these countries that have made it a priority to be involved in cryptocurrency and start adjusting their legislation, I should say, you want to be paying attention. You want to be getting informed. You want to be learning and educating yourself. Okay. That is super, 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 super important. Okay. All right. So that's what I want to mention today. It is Saturday. It's a super Saturday. There's a call going on at 12 o'clock Eastern time today, hosted by the host with the most energy, Hayden. My God, he's really killing it. He's really helping the community, and his energy is infectious. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have that kind of energy, if you don't have that kind of belief, you can borrow some of mine. You can for sure borrow some of his, but master the invitation to the information. All right. If you get really good at sending people the information or getting them involved on a call or getting them to some information where they can make choices for themselves, and then on top of that, you are a person that is living out the MoveQuest way. You're out there moving and shaking and doing everything that you can to mine your own MQT on a daily basis. The sky's the limit for you. All right. They're going to see about this. They're going to hear about this. It's not whether they will or not. It really is when. And what position will you be in when they do? All right. The position I've committed to be in is I'm tightened up, all 18 docking slots open. I'm here with my MoveQuest background on my MoveQuest videos. You know, we are here and we are excited about what MoveQuest is doing. Is this going to be the only thing we do? No. Is this going to be the most important thing we do? Yes, because anything tied to my personal health is way more important than my physical health. I'm more excited about being healthy than I am about being wealthy, because the wealth is going to come. All right. Sometimes the wealth comes right along with the health, but I'll be damned if I get wealthy and I'm not healthy enough to really experience that wealth the way that God would want me to. You know what I'm saying? He put me in this body, and he didn't put me in this body to suffer through it. All right. And I believe that he put me in this body to thrive with it. All right. So I hope all of you guys are choosing to thrive today. Put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all of your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, hit subscribe. You want to be updated and notified, hit the bell. Please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed, all right? Let's keep our key phrases. Let's keep our seed words, all that important stuff in the crypto space. Put your 2FA, everything that I've been talking about on every single video that I do. Let's continue to stay vigilant and diligent in this space, all right? I'll see y'all on the next one. It's a Saturday. Let's get moving today, y'all. Peace out.